So there wasn't much talking in the beginning of the video, and the reason for that is I had to think in 3D. And with everything going on right now, that's kind of hard to do. So let me show you what I did. Let's go inside the dome real quick. I had to ventilate it because it's getting pretty freaking hot out today. Anyway, what I did is I took measurements from that bar to there, and then I took a measurement from this bar on up, and then between these two mounts, and then went from here up to right about there. And then I took the storm bar, which is right here, put that little sucker in, and then took a measurement from the center of the storm bar all the way up to here. They kind of recalculated the difference because I want the temporary cover to go from here all the way down there, but leaving this open for an air flap. And we'll talk more about that later in the ventilation situation. So what I did is I took this tarp here, and this is from that that abandoned camp I cleaned up. Then we hello, there I am again. Let's get out of the sunlight, shall we? There we go. That's kind of hard to see, but the center section, which is right here, that should be the exact opening of this door here. And there I am again. And then we came out from here to here, roughly about 6 inches, and now it's our overlay and plus a little give just in case I screwed up. Now when I'm thinking in 3D, we're thinking of this angle here, that angle there, and then the other angle coming back. So that's what I mean when I say 3D. Now the second thing I've done, or I think we're on the third thing actually, is I went ahead and put my holes in the temporary door cover where I think they're going to end up lining up with this down here, that there, and that'll be our tie-offs. And then those two holes that are there and there, as I bump my head, will go here and here. And then the two top holes that are up there, theoretically, should be one here on this side, one there on that side, and then a piece of cordage will go over the top, and that'll lock it into place. Theoretically, this will work. Now, in a perfect world, yes, it would, but we're not sure about today. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the overlay, which is there, all the way to the top and all the way down. And then we're going to put our grommets in and then attach the door to the entryway to see if it even fits. And I hope it does, because this is the only tarp I want to destroy today. Let's talk about the blade I used and why I didn't use a straight edge to keep my line straight. This is called a dermatome blade. My dad and his partner invented this many years ago, back in the 70s. What it's made for is a skin graft machine. What it does is it takes the first layer of skin off so you can graft it on a burn victim or whatever you want to do with it. The problem with this thing is even the dull edge will freaking cut you. So if I put down a straight edge to get a straight line and that sucker jumped out, this thing would not hesitate to cut straight to the bone. That's how sharp these are. And from the looks of this one, it's fairly new. So that's why I didn't use a straight edge, and I am very careful with that blade. Okay, let's take a look at what we got so far before the wind blows the tarp. Oh, there I am again. We've got our cutout, our rough cut. It's not bad. The next thing I need to do is I'm going to put in these grommets here, there, well, all the grommets. Hopefully I have enough. But we're going to back these up with some pancakes. So what I want to do is take the center of the pancake, pre-punch the hole in it, spray it with some 3M90. Well, we're out of 3M90. Crud. Okay. 77. Stick them on the doorway, and I'll have one on each side for strength, and then we'll pop our grommet in. Well, I kind of boo-booed when it came to this one here. I popped holes in these and didn't even think about this. So what we're going to do is solve this problem somehow. Let's do a theoretic center. And we'll pop our holes in this and then transfer them over to the other one. Actually, you know, it's going to be a lot safer if we do it this way. There we go. Not perfect, but it will work. There we go. And we got a little happy guy. So that's what we're going to call our happy pancake. Then we're going to transfer our holes over. Like so. Not sure where this hammer came from. There we go. And problem solved. Now don't tell anybody I screwed up, please. It kind of looks like a happy Christmas tree. So I went ahead and drew a happy face on there. All right, so we're down to 2 pancakes left, and I know we're going to need more than that. No worries, we got the rest of that tarp we can recycle. The next phase of the project is going to be taking it in here into the dome and attempting to get it to fit, hopefully. As long as I got my measurements correct, this one and this one should line up perfectly, theoretically. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, talk about a perfect fit. It lined up perfectly, friends. This one lined up perfectly too, because the cordage will go around the top and connect this up here. Let's go outside. Okay, let's see how this did. Yes. Okay, we gotta go inside again. Oh my goodness. Yes! Look at that. Oh, wow. This lined up perfectly. Look, it'll stake down there, so we probably ought to put a couple more in the center though. And then we'll figure out where our tie downs go. Let me get some cordage and we'll just loosely tie that up real quick so we can get an idea. Go around this here, and through this here. Yes, yes. Just tighten it down a bit. Oh my goodness. Now, the big question. If I got my calculations right, we should be able to slide that back here for our air gap. Let's see. Oh my goodness. We could, see? We slid it back, now we got our air gap right there. I think all I'm gonna have to do is put one grommet in here to pull it back and attach it to this. Oh, I'm so happy. Let's go on the outside and take a look-see, shall we? Would you look at that? There's the air gap. Slide it forward, close it. Perfect. Okay, what I have to do next. Okay, I know. Let's make sure these are all lined up. Okay, they are. So we're gonna have to pop just a couple holes in here. And I'll probably do 2 grommets on each one because the pole lines up there. And let's see if this one works. And the pole on this one, there, look at that. So what we're gonna do is 2 grommets, 2 grommets, and then 2 grommets. We're actually gonna have to measure that out. And that'll be our tie down. The bottom I'm not too worried about. We can go either way on it. This can go out or that can go in. And we already got tie downs here, so we can stake that to the ground with no problem. And then put one more grommet up at the top for that, which I'll do right away before I forget. And then the only thing left to do is we're going to fold this over 1 inch and make a seam. What I've done here is I marked out where the grommets are going to be on each side of the cover, right there, and they're pretty much evenly spaced between that grommet, this grommet, and then they're going to be roughly about 1 inch out. That's more of a 1/2 inch out, so the edge is going to go here and here. The pole should go between them, and then the cordage will go over the top. Over here I came 1/2 inch, no, 1.5 inches in. That's where our seam's going to be, like so, all the way around. It's going to kind of be like this seam down here, and hopefully I've got some jute twine we can put in there to reinforce it. Next, it is time to make our pancakes. We're going to use up what's left of that tarp so we don't waste any of it. Turns out the bottom of my dog bowl oven is freaking perfect. The correct size for this. So here comes the wind. And this is very simple. I'm going to try not to get any of the seam on there if possible, but that's a lot of waste if I don't. All right, so basically we're going to hold down it nice and tight, trace around it with the blade. Oh, I bet you're wondering why I'm not using the dermatone blade. Well, I don't want to cut my finger off. And this one, I'm pretty sure, is not going to do that. And boom, we got pancake. Now I just got to make a whole bunch of them. I think we're good in the pancake department. That should be enough, and if we need more, we'll just cut them. And I still got quite a bit of this tarp left over, and we can use that for another project, so I'm going to put that away. Well, friends, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and call it because it's almost dinner time, and we're going to pick up where we left off tomorrow. Hey friends, welcome to day 2 of the build. Our goal is to get this door finished today because it is supposed to rain tonight. Nothing severe, just a little rain. The only thing I've done since we last talked is I marked right here, and this is for this support right here. So when it's back in ventilation mode, I can tie it off to that support and not have to worry about it flapping around. And once again, you see we're ventilated as it is getting warm. So I need to get the ventilation system hooked up as soon as possible because it's getting too hot in there to work. Okay, so we need to get this done today, so that means all the grommets need to be put in, all the pancakes need to be put in. This needs to be folded over after I mark where I want to put the holes and glued, and that should pretty much complete the door project. So I'm thinking insert hyperlapse now. Funny story before we get started. I went in to get a beverage. I come back out and a freaking bird flies out of the dome. What the heck? I don't know. Anyway, that took about an hour to do. I placed 2 extra grommets in. I don't know if we're going to need them or not, but there's one right there and one right there. It's been baking in the sun because I want the glue to dry before I start working with it for a good hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes. Now, here comes the fun part. Hopefully all my measurements came out correct. We're going to go see if it attaches to the frame of the dome. Little guys, turn across thread. Let's inspect the inside first. And these 2 holes should line up with that pole right here. They do. Actually, they do. That's good. That works out good. Okay, let's pull this back. This is our air flap. Let's temporarily tie that. Now this, yes, that lines up with that. That lines up with that. That's perfect. We got our air gap, which we need today because it's freaking hot. All right, now this is the important part. Oh yes, I would say they do. All right, I did make some tie downs here. Let's go put those on and see how that looks on the outside. Man, you can feel the freaking heat coming out of this thing. All right, so we're gonna do, let's just do one of them. See if that ties off. Incoming! Oh, I am very happy right now. Everything has lined up freaking perfectly. Look at that. And these grommets I put in are going to come in handy. Very freaking handy. We can stake this down on the outside when we're not in there. And let's go inside real quick. Whoops. And then when we're on the inside, yep, we can do the exact same thing. Stick them down, then roll this over so the water goes out or stays out. Yeah. Yep, even that's lining up. Very, very happy with what we have here. Now for the big question. Can we roll this up and secure this out of the way up here somewhere? Let's find out. Well, it took me a couple minutes to figure out the direction I was going to go, but yeah, this works. It's out of the way. We still got our overhead airflow. It didn't take long for me to do it. Let me make sure these crinkles are out because the glue is still setting up. Yeah, we're good. Let's see what it looks like on the outside. There I am. Howdy-ho. Yeah, just tied it off right here. Yes, that worked out well, friends. That worked out well. Well, friends, I think that's going to wrap up this episode. We got the cover for the front entryway done. Very happy with the outcome. The next video in the series is going to be putting in ventilation, because right now it's got to be at least 80 degrees in this dome. So it'll be putting in ventilation, and then I think I'm going to cover illumination while I'm at it on that one. Comments are more than welcome. Questions, tips, anything, please leave them down in the comment section. And like always, friends, thanks for watching.